Welcome to a Drop Tent Media production.
Hi, hello, welcome, Call the Bus, Neil Wood, Adam Nutter.
By the renewing of your mind.
The recycling. It's a flesh body world.
Do it.
Human.
Do it.
It's our slimy reptilian.
There it is. Welcome. Yeah. I love Adam didn't even bring himself in. It's just us first. I love it. Good. Keep him out. No. There he is. Oh, hey, how you doing?
A lot of buttons.
Good to be here. Whatever. You know who we are. Adam Nutter's feeling good, and we got our guests from That Rules. Fucking sweet old Matt Peoples and fucking John Montague. How you guys doing? Feel good?
Not too bad.
Nice.
Feeling good.
You look good. I want to say that.
Trying.
I'm personally very excited right now.
I'm personally ecstatic. Steve,
it's actually hard to contain all the joy that I'm feeling. I'm elated, some would say.
Let's try to keep it at this energy the entire time. Let's not do more than this.
Nobody be funny. Nobody have any interesting points.
No, really just crushing funny, but just keep it here.
I'm not worried.
I don't know how we're going to do it, but
I'm worried about authenticity, guys.
Ooh.
Yeah. How about that?
Has your brand been challenged?
My brand has been so
Has it been questioned?
It's been
what would you say your brand is, Matt?
Yeah, what would be your brand?
I've been thinking about this a lot, so I'm glad you guys brought this up. Probably just like cool, regular guy, decent sized piece, nothing crazy, nothing to ride home about, but somebody's going to ride it home. And, it's a good start to that joke right there to make people want to listen to our podcast. Yeah, that's That Rules.
So we got a video we can go to.
Yeah, like we said. Record timing.
The video is just a playback of that shitty ass joke. And he's like,
no, I mean, in all earnest, you guys have gotten guests we can't even get. So good job.
You just got to
crushing
them,
dude. It turns out that you got to pay them. I don't know what it is, but no, you guys are.
You pay them
very
no damn
funny.
mind. That's what you got to do. You got to neg them. You got to be like, we don't even want to have you on our podcast.
There it is.
Everyone's
I like that.
I kind of want to go on that podcast.
I love that. Yeah.
We like to treat our booking like that dude that was the dating expert guy. What was that guy? He was like
Kevin Samuels.
That was very precise. If that was his name,
100%. That guy's dead. Rest in peace.
1414 7th Street.
Oh yeah, that mean.
He was the pickup artist.
Black guy.
Oh,
the skinny black guy with the always wore a suit.
Oh no, I'm thinking more of the pickup artist guy on VH1 that would teach nerds how to get pussy.
Yeah. That guy.
I think his name was like Mystery or something like that.
No way.
I think it was really like Mystery or Illusion.
Maybe
I'm gonna look it up now.
Spelled like no. We have no.
Well, because it's March, it was Ms. Turi. Don't worry, buddy. I'll save you. I'll bomb right along with you.
The guy that Adam brought up, though, the Kevin Samuels guy, was the man, dude. Because he would get on live with, like, chicks, and then first question, how much do you weigh? They'd be like,
this
guy.
Yeah,
I'm 220, but that's if I'm wearing a hoodie, and then it's just click next.
To be fair, all these chicks were like, I want a man who's 6'3", six-pack, $400 million bank account. You're like, you're 2 feet tall, 400 pounds, lady.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck are you kidding?
What are we getting into fresh and fit territory right now? Yeah, I mean, this guy's, all those dudes just immediately have the ball to just start negging them. Like, dude, one guy gets money, and before you know, he's like, I know all about pussy.
True. We're the worst looking guys to talk about what women should be like and what they should be acting like.
No, I'm telling you, this guy knows women. His name is Mystery, and he wears fuzzy top hats.
Bring him up for fans. So Mystery, from even the small pictures he just
John,
showed.
how do you spell it? Like M-I-S-S?
He didn't even get creative with it.
Mystery pickup artist
VH1 you said?
Yeah, Mystery
VH1?
Pickup artist, MTV maybe.
Yeah.
And he would just teach, like, it would just be like, today
dude, I remember this guy now. Hold on.
Yeah, like from San Francisco. He's a computer programmer that's never even seen a woman in life.
Yeah.
All right, dude, what you want to do is first you want to tell him she's an ugly whore. Like, he's a great dude.
What oh my God.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a classy gentleman right there.
John,
this is a deep pull, but I remember this now.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Tommy Lee if he didn't know how to play music.
Dorks that they had.
It just looks like everyone on Reddit.
Yeah.
He looks like Chris Angel if the Mind Freak was being trans.
Nice. Yeah.
Also, Adam, I disagree. I think all the gentlemen on Reddit are very nice guys.
I'm on Reddit too. Don't worry. I share on myself. Don't worry.
Why is that such a negative thing about Reddit? I'm not involved with it at all, but I hear about there's some mean fellas on there.
Reddit is like exactly what those guys look like, and then think of how they would act in real life, and you're like, that's Reddit. I got it. That's it.
Yeah. Wow.
That's what Reddit is.
Nice.
Yep.
So guys can't even go hang out and talk shit about women anymore? What
no,
the
that's
hell's
pretty much all
here,
they're
dude?
doing on Reddit. That's it.
Yeah,
but they're gonna.
It's wild.
They would. It would even be something like that where it's like, guys talking shit on women, and then in the comments, it would basically be like, yeah, but like, did you see how gay his shoes were while he was talking to you? Like, oh man, you're really diving
They're just
deep.
eating
All right,
themselves apart. Yeah. I don't know. I've never been on. I mean, I usually just go to like a cigar shop or something. You know, that's where it used to be.
Yeah, your voice
usually where
checks
it was,
out with
yeah,
your
yeah,
voice.
yeah. Oh, very rich. You can hear this voice. I think you guys know what I'm up
I think
to.
you were conceived and born in a cigar shop.
It's either that or I'm thinking, anytime we had any Catholic event with all the old Italian dudes. That's where shit got
that's
talked.
where it gets real.
It's like Mary, she's, you know what I mean? You know, it's like that stuff would start yipping and yapping. Some of the other ones, like, look at this over here, you know, that kind of thing. And I would learn how to be a man, which was nice.
Yeah.
Dude, Italian Catholic guys are the extremes of both sides, where they're like, I live a Christian life. I am trying to get into heaven, but I am going to hit my kids and wife.
Dude, man, is that not true? I mean, that's so true. I mean,
I saw what God did to Jesus. I can put my hands on
true.
Cynthia once, twice.
It's wild. Yeah, growing up in a very Italian Catholic household. Not my parent, not my dad, but like my cousins and relatives and shit like that. Yeah, dude, that's exactly what that is. It's like they're like, yeah, I fucking thank God for Jesus. You know, we got to pray every day, and then it's like any racial slur or any like fucking like insult to anybody, it's like out the window of his car. Yeah.
Thank God for Jesus, and if that motherfucker doesn't help the birds take the title this year, Jesus,
100%.
Calling it the title.
I remember
because it's got a lot of the same letters as Italy.
Nope. Holding it in tight. I'm holding it in tight now. I'm holding it in very tight now.
Were you guys Catholic school boys? Did you guys go to Catholic school?
Yes.
I think Adam was the whole. You did all. I mean,
No,
I did 13.
high school.
You were just high school.
High school, I went to like
that's a wild
CCD and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was a CCD kid.
Yeah.
I almost went to the same high school you went to.
CCD is religion on the weekends. If people don't, I don't know. Right?
During the week.
It stands for like
After school.
cataclysm.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest with you, bro.
Do it.
No idea. Never once asked. Never once been told. Just know it's called CCD. I thought it stood for like Catholic something. Just two Catholics and
Cool
Catholic
doing
detention.
That could be it. That's what it
It's
felt like. Every Monday
catechism.
night,
It's
man.
like catechism, or some.
it up.
I can't remember the full thing, but
Central City Dump was always the joke. That's what it stood
really?
for, yeah.
I didn't know that.
I mean, they were mean kids because I went to regular Catholic school, and then the CCD kids would come in on like the weekends or at like fucking 6 p.m. on a Wednesday,
Right.
and you would leave all your stuff in the desk, textbooks, your pencils and shit, and you come back and your number one mechanical pencil was always gone.
Oh, yeah.
And you're just like, dude, I hope these.
I used to
CCD
take
kids...
just the lead. I'd leave the casing of the pencil.
Oh, that's
just so they were sitting there going, no, maybe it's stuck. Maybe it's stuck. Take all the lead. I bring it back to my desk.
That's a
back
good
in-
move.
Continuous
normal
Christian
public school.
development.
That's gay. No, it can't be.
Christian?
It was
No.
Catholicism.
It was
I'm sorry.
Christians hate.
Catholic
That's the
development.
thing I
Yeah,
didn't
you're
know,
right.
like when I was younger, like that Christians hate
Wait, what the f-
Catholics. Until I
Yeah,
went to
well,
college,
they
I
don't
found
believe
that
in
out.
fucking saints and shit. I don't know.
Right. And that's the best part of religion. You're like, I
It's
wanna
the
hear
coolest
about cool
part.
people doing cool shit.
Nah, they hate the Pope Diesel, dude. They're all mad about the Pope. They're like, nah,
yeah.
he's not even
Which
the main
that makes
dog.
sense. That's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
But,
I'm
like,
actually okay with that. Yeah.
Nah, the Pope's the man, dude. They can do whatever they want. I love popes more than anybody.
I'm always middle of the road with the popes. I'm always middle of the road.
You're a
with the
middle of the
popes.
road Pope kind of
I'm
guy.
a middle of the road Pope guy. Take him or leave him. It's always like one of those things where I'm like, that one's good, that one's a Nazi. You're kind of, it's all back and forth. It's like our presidents.
Yeah, you want a mixed bag, dude. You want a spectrum.
I'm not saying I hate it, but it's also based on life expectancy. So it's like, you know,
True.
which is the weirdest part.
Yeah, true. They are old as hell.
I like
want,
a pope that fucks around a little bit.
Yeah, I want a guy.
dude.
I want a horse around.
I like a
It
pope
is
that's
fun.
just like, hey guys, gay stuff's cool, but also no more Jews. Am I right? You're like, whoa, you're like, Jesus.
You guys want to see a backflip?
Like Jesus,
Yeah.
right? That's
He's
the
always
last
got
Jew we
dice
wanted.
in his
That's
hand.
Was that in the book? I don't think so.
It's the confraternity of Christian doctrine.
No, you're looking up something different now.
No, that's it. That's
Confraternity?
definitely it.
Confraternity is not
That's called a
what it
sorority,
stands
sir.
for. I've seen that film, sir, and it's delightful. Very
CCD,
good.
religious
Confraternity.
education of children,
a
and
gay
it
film,
stands for I can't pronounce the word. It's
okay.
confraternity
I mean,
of Christian
hey, bud,
doctrine.
we're not here to try to really understand what CCD is.
Speak
At
for
the end
yourself,
of the day,
big dog.
I mean, hey, you do your own research like everyone else out there right now. All right, we're just here having fun, chilling out, and you know, whatever. I only like. I never went to CCD. I never had to. I went 13 years. I'm talking preschool. I was in Catholic. Like I don't know what. I still don't even know what about preschool needed to be religious for me to. I guess it was just like elephants and Jesus next to each other. And they were like, get it.
They're trying to get the guilt in you as early as possible. When you're in preschool and you like accidentally like broke one of your friends' things, you're like, I don't know, man, you might burn forever. Just be careful.
Dude, I've been thinking about that a lot lately because my daughter's now 2.5, and my wife and I both were raised like Catholic and semi-religious. Like we went sometimes, and now like we're
you lapsed, right? Are you lapsed, or you still go to church with the kids?
No, we don't now. So that's what's weird. Like I'm not raising my daughter with any religion, which I'm totally cool if she one day is like, hey, I want to check out church. I'm like, I'll go with you. I'll check it out. It's fun. I'll sit, listen, rip a couple hymns,
Dude, if your daughter's ever like, let's go check out church, you just got to get a new daughter and try again.
But like that's what's weird.
Or you're like, what did you do that you're now all of a sudden being like, we got to go to church?
True, yeah.
But then I started thinking, I was like, well, what's going to happen like when she's got to learn good and bad? I'm like, oh, yeah, we just teach her about good and bad. It doesn't have to be about like David and Goliath. Like,
Santa Claus is God until you're like 9 years old because you're like, he's looking at everything you do. He will fuck you up if you mess up. That's the God. God is Santa. Big white guy with a beard.
Santa's real, though, right?
Santa will never. Yeah, Santa's very real, dude.
That's real, though, right?
The Easter Bunny since the 90s.
Santa's done more for me than Jesus ever did. I'll tell you that much.
100%, dude. 100%.
Jesus used to get people more Xboxes and shit.
Yeah, Jesus never gave me a Fisher Price 3-in-1 air hockey pool and ping pong table.
And ping pong?
You kidding me?
You came in my house and you're saying I'm rich. Yeah. That's what you had growing up?
Oh, you kidding me?
You didn't find that on the side of the road.
No,
you got that.
I grew up nice, like good middle class. Like we were doing well in middle class.
That was an inside toy?
Went to jail.
That was inside? There we go. Okay.
But,
fair enough.
Yeah, I had the Fisher Price 3-in-1. You kidding me?
Always wanted the bubble hockey.
I had bubble hockey later in life.
Bubble hockey later in life.
But it was a knockoff bubble hockey. It was still great. And also, I don't think I've ever lost them. But this is I'll issue this.
Well, it was Chinese. All the sticks were in left hands or something. Like what?
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you take a pause to praise the motherland for a second.
Yeah.
But no, I've never lost in bubble hockey. So it's an open challenge to anyone that ever wants to take me on.
Deep.
Yeah.
You're doing that on this podcast. Wow. What an honor.
I've been workshopping it, a lot of mics and stuff too. Open challenge.
Well,
and
John,
if I lose,
day for you. Neil, pull it out of the bubble machine that we have in the
we have we better. Well, actually, it would be nice if it was like a Murphy's bed situation. Just
popped up the wall.
Just came out of the side. Just be like,
that's
pretty
the
cool.
epitome of like. My wife and kids don't talk to me anymore. You have a Murphy bed, bubble hockey,
yeah. Or you're Neil, you're almost there.
Yeah, I'm almost there. I'm pretty
almost there. Yeah.
That's pretty close.
I never liked the bubble hockey scenario. I thought it was too hard and too complicated and not enough, too rigid. I need to be able to move all across.
It's a real thinking man's game. You're right.
It's not a thinking man's game, dude. It's a stinking man's game.
You were the kid that would just jam the stick in and out and spin them, right?
Nah, dude. I was a kid who'll pull a fucking gun out in the middle of the game because I'm sad and angry. My dad doesn't lock the lockbox where he keeps it. I'm like, oh, John, you want to win this game? Well, you better fucking think about it. Glock 9
Matt just
towards
fucking
your penis.
on the table. Like, now do you want to win?
Yeah.
Did you grow up with a weapon in the house? Did your dad
No,
strap?
dude, of course not. I'm wearing Birkenstocks. I didn't grow up with a weapon in the house.
Those are socks, right?
No, because I think because you were so safe as a child because of the weapon in the house, that's why you're comfortable wearing Birkenstocks now.
Nah, I think I mean,
cause and effect.
I would have liked to have had a little weapon in the house back in the day. I don't think we needed to be defended by anything at all. But it would have been cool to just be like, damn, my dad could just take us out, bro. You need a dad who can really lay down the law.
Yeah, he comes home after like 43 Bud Lights at the local bar. He's just like, Matt failed another math test, and
she's just like, fuck.
Like, I'm gonna go get my gun.
After 43, if he can still hit you, it's kind of your fault. I feel like. It's just, also, Dad, drink whiskey. What are you doing?
The classic trope of like your dad doing math at the table with you and getting angrier and angrier. It's just like, what is 9 times 8? You know it. 8, 9 times.
I'm gonna rack it. I'm gonna rack it. If you get the same wrong, I'm gonna rack it.
Daddy rack it, dude.
It's not loaded, Susan. It's fine. I'm just racking it. It just lets him know it's there.
It's fine. If he gets one more wrong, though, I will put one in the chamber. Just get
There's just holes in the table where he's setting an example. He's like, that could be you, pal.
I said this before to people, and it sounded fake, but it's true. I remember working the Italian Carnival, all religious dudes, watching a guy Italian Carnival's amazing, right? Already,
I'm
you're just
picturing it like the Gathering of the Juggalos, but it's just a bunch of fucking Guidos.
Yeah.
Wearing the Italian horn around the neck.
Well, you have to, obviously. The chest hair. We could have shaved all those boys and put every hair they had. All the cancer kids could have hair. There would be all of them would have delicious manes.
It's called Make-A-Wish.
Yeah, there it is. But it was. I remember watching a man do fucking sausage and peppers on the
spaghetti making stations.
That's a famous dance in the Italian community.
Yeah.
He's over there doing the sausage and peppers.
He's doing the sausage and
It's
peppers.
like the Tootsie Roll.
That's their mating thing. That's how they try to get women. Yeah.
It's like, oh, he's serenading her with Dominic the Donkey. It's
Oh,
beautiful.
and then just sausage and peppers.
He rubs his
Sausage
knees
and
together
peppers.
to make a
Sausage
cricket
and
noise.
With olive oil instead of.
Is that the same carnival where they climb the greased pole?
No, unfortunately, there is that competition, but I think a kid died, so they stopped. No, this is the one where this is the assumption. So this is then Mary assumpted up. I don't know if you know how that works. She assumed it up.
She assumed.
She made an ass out of
you
her
and
and
me,
everybody
baby.
else. Yeah. Sorry, bud. I didn't mean to step
Why
on
would you
you
do
there.
that to me?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
what
actually sad
happened?
about-
What happened?
But this is where you put the money on.
Oh,
All the
they
money.
carry
The
her
boys are
through.
showing dough, just
It's in
walking up.
every movie that's ever had.
Yes. Any
It's always
Italian
happening
heritage.
in the background of like any scene.
Yeah.
There's always a deal going on.
And then there's just little moms and pop-ups
You
and
just
stuff.
sound like you're in Syria there for a second.
Yeah, a little bit. A little touch. There's some
flashback.
crossover. Northern Africa.
Dude, Neil's somebody who's like good with impressions, but he has to like find his range first. He can't just go into it. Like
Oh,
if you're
yeah,
like
someone
quick
who doesn't have
Delco,
any
he'll just start
impressions
doing
should-
Jamaican. I can't do impressions. That's
You
true.
should just be quiet.
No,
I was
we
giving you a
saw-
half compliment. So that's better than zero compliments.
Let me get a goddamn accent. What do you got for an impression here?
Give him a
big
give him a
dog?
good Delco. Give him a good Delco.
Yeah, everyone could do the Delco. You guys could do the Delco.
I mean,
It's
Delco
not-
is South-
Delco's
it's South Jersey.
Yeah,
It's
it's
the same
South
accent.
Jersey. It's
Don't
all-
you do like the black guy saying the N word? What's that one? Do
Yeah,
that.
that's,
You know what? I had one white guy say he didn't like it, and I stopped.
Yeah, fair. That's fair. I can see that.
You know what I mean? I don't know. No, everyone else it was fine, but Andrew Thomas liked it. It was a good time.
You do good Irish
Delco
accent.
right there. You just say he's a good time.
Yeah, that was a good time. That was no, yeah. You just
I'm doing on my Delco accent.
We're running the world on old one.
now the pod started. Started from here. We're
Why,
gonna cut
why is
in
it
here.
every podcast we go on, we somehow
It
get
always-
into doing voices?
My dad did that accent all the time. My sister, I know I'm not supposed to admit that, but my dad 100% would do that accent. It was the only joke.
Did
Yeah.
all the accents.
Wait,
It's
wait.
so good.
Okay, well, no, my
Still
dad
funny.
didn't. That's the only one he could do, and he didn't do it to them, which would be a whole level of douchebaggery.
Yeah.
But he definitely, every time ordering it, he would just look at you and kind of do it at you.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm not comfortable enough to do it right now, but I want to. I wish I was as brave as you are, dude.
You guys can put it in post.
I'm gonna do it. You know what? Let's wait. We got it, and here we'll drop it in. I'm gonna use his voice over top of mine.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna put that in, so it's your voice but me mouthing
Ah,
it. So
damn.
Okay.
there we go. Nailed
Boom.
it. For
Nailed
people
it.
at home not watching,
So
it's
good.
in there
The
now.
So good.
extent to go to be racist is unbelievable. In that
I don't know what you're talking about. I think it's a
I,
That's a
appropriation.
new level of canceling people. They're canceled for lip syncing things.
Yeah, all our AI technology. I'm doing this by hand. I'm going back and doing it by hand. But I remember watching this dude sweat over top of sausage and pepper with a wife beater on. Now a fucking wife beater.
Not to wife beater.
Sweat,
You're right.
headband.
Still is.
Just look over at us, be like, "Yeah, this is a great time, huh?" And then just clock a chick and be like, "Mod on." And I just remember you're sweating over top of sausage and
Well,
pepper.
that's what
You're
makes that
65
good.
years old. Your tits are out right now.
That's why it can
He's
never
like,
be
I could-
recreated. You get sausage and peppers anywhere else, and they're like, there's something missing. That dude's he's just been basting in garlic for
Yeah.
decades. dude.
It's in his chest hair, dude.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's,
Did you ever have anyone? Like, a friend of mine was so Italian. We would just, how Italian was he? You'd go over his house, and he would just be like swigging olive oil at the table,
No, come on.
and it was just like that.
well, now we're
I swear to
That's
God, and his
insane.
thing was like, no, my parents said like it's good for everything, like it's great for your system. So he would just catch a swig
yeah.
real quick.
they're
Right.
getting into like
Gross
nannies.
stuff.
They're getting into like nannies magic. Like,
Yeah.
that's like
Oh, yeah,
grandma
yeah.
magic and shit.
Okay,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah, definitely
Near
that.
almost Romani. That's like when they
Yeah.
like some of that shit where they're just like, hey, honestly, we need to dip you in garlic. Your asshole hurts.
Yeah.
Dip you in garlic.
Yeah.
Sorry.
that
How
is
else are
just-
you supposed to be protected by vampires, Neil?
Yeah,
No, it's 100%.
There's
Don't be an asshole.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. Sleep with a crate of milk underneath your pillow, and you'll be off from school tomorrow. You know what Nani says. Like, Nani needs to be back on the meds. dude.
Yeah.
This shit's- she's been taking olive oil for her dementia for 3 years.
Yeah, but maybe they're right because they're all 97. So maybe they are onto something, and we're the assholes. Like,
Nah, they just harbor so much hatred that it keeps them alive. If you
well, we're
eat
doing
enough-
something wrong. Then we gotta do that. We gotta do something.
Look,
no,
brother,
they're
I'm
just all
working
the
on it.
people that didn't have any preservatives or anything in their food. They were eating like milk right out of a cow. They were good. Their formative years.
I think if we're sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say. I mean, those are the people who are like, "Yeah, I'm like from off the boat," and it's like, "You're not, dude.
Oh,
You're
sure.
certainly not."
no.
That stuff always bothered me a
The
little bit.
majority of them aren't.
Yeah, I have a big beef with Italian people.
Yeah.
I've talked about it on like 7 different podcasts.
Good.
And I think it's probably pretty evident why that may be.
Yeah.
They are the total antithesis of everything I represent. Pale, orange, and they're hot, tan Italian. I don't like it. Are you Italian?
I am, unfortunately.
You're one of the sneaky ones.
Yeah. No, my dad like really got in there with his seed and really mixed it
He
up.
really spread that around.
Yeah. Everyone in my family are like, yeah, I mean, you're just your dad, so just take that.
Are you a little bit of? Are you different nationalities too, or just Italian?
It's just my dad's just English. He just really got the English in there. All the Italian is that. My mom's 5'4". You know what I mean? Like tiny Italian lady. And the rest of the family just falls in that line.
Yeah, true. Neil Wood is a very creative player name. There is no real ethnicity.
Neil Wood's a very
attached
regal
anyway.
English name.
Yeah, you guys both kind of have creative player names, dude. Adam Nutter and Neil
Nutter
Wood.
is English also,
Yeah,
so
and the whole other side of his family
sorry,
is
I was-
Italian.
very Italian. Yeah, I'm actually Nutter is actually surprisingly. It's a throw off. I'm very Italian. Even my dad.
You got the
mainly
hair
Italian.
though. You got all of it. You got a lot of hair. You got the whole deal.
really-
Features are even there.
It was Nutteroni at Ellis Island.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, come on, let's cut this shit off.
They cut it. Like too many over here. Let's go back to how it used to be. Nutter.
McNutterelli. That's really, like we're gonna go Nutter there. I think is what we'll grab the middle part. Because you're no fucking way you're doing
There
it.
it
Oh,
is.
he's lubed up and
Went
warmed
right
up.
into that.
Oh, now
He's got the
now
olive
I'm
oil
ready
up
to
now,
go.
dude.
There it is.
Now he's got the olive oil.
I love sometimes I just look over at Adam and he just seems like he's doing homework. And just looking into this mirror, like looking
Sorry.
up tits or the next video game you're
That's
gonna buy.
That's
That was
homework
stuff
for
for
an
the show.
adult.
Yeah, that's for him.
Go
He's
look up my
barely an
tits.
adult.
It always reminds me. You guys,
Yeah, I'm an
you guys
adult with
haven't-
money, Matt. Like it's.
Why are you coming to me about that, dude?
Here we go.
Well,
Here
look,
we
brother,
go.
I'm glad about you and your, I'm sure, stable financial situation. But anytime I see people on Zoom, do you guys have Uvu? Like, was that a thing around? You guys
Uvu?
might have
No,
missed
I
that
got
one.
penicillin for that years ago.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, it's flaring up again. But Uvu was
I don't
like,
get my noodles. I go to Honey Grow.
Yeah.
ooh,
I
honey
don't
grow.
know.
Put that
Udu?
in my ass,
Udu?
dude.
Have you fucked with the butter chicken? This is just a food podcast now. The
Take it
butter garlic chicken
Nah, dude.
at Honey Grow.
It is good.
It'll change your world.
They'll change it up.
But
So-
it's Uvu,
Uvu.
and it was like the OG like camera. It was like, what the hell was that other thing called? Where you get on a camera and you talk to strangers.
yeah,
Chat
okay.
roulette?
Chat
Oh,
roulette.
chat
It was like
roulette.
that, but you do it
Oh.
with friends. But you really just got on there to see like if girls pull their boobies out.
Right.
So every time I'm
Yeah,
looking
and every
at
ninth
Adam,
one was a dude, right?
well, that was
Just
Chat Roulette
wanking
was-
away.
Chat
Was,
roulette.
wasn't
Yeah.
Omegle?
It was Omega was a big one. Yeah. Dude.
Damn, I didn't know about any of these. I only knew about Chat Roulette.
Yeah,
That's the
and
only
Chat
one I knew.
Roulette
I didn't
had
know
its,
about the
like,
French one.
It had like a 3 months where Chat Roulette was awesome,
Right.
and
Yeah.
then it just was all old
Dude,
perverts
camera,
found out
camera
about it.
on his
Yeah.
dick, just like,
Yeah.
yep, there's one.
It's evolved
There you go.
real quick into just jerking off immediately. Like
Yeah.
Oh, there's.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking because there's the rapper. Did you ever see the dude Harry Mack? He's a white rapper that like a freestyle guy, and he'll go on that like Uvu or whatever it is, and like people will pop up and he's like, "Hey, give me 3 words," and he'll just mix them into a rap.
Oh, nice.
But it's him in like tweens, so it's so weird. But I like to think that when he's editing that, he's got to just edit out so many times that he just stumbled on a dude jacking off. Like,
Yeah, it's true.
he's just like, "Oh God, another
Dude, give
one."
me
another-
3 words, I guess.
yeah.
That's the secret sauce. If I saw a dude freestyle into a guy jerking off, I'm like, you're the next big thing.
It's just like big black ass. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
I guess this will actually work for a rap song. So
he's Whack Miller. He's the new guy, dude.
I would actually love to see him string together like these are 7 words I got from each dude just jerking off on the internet. I mean, I did a mega hit of just one song.
Just using the noises the guy's
Yeah.
making. All right, so you said, don't stop, and that feels great. All right, here we go.
Just jerking off like Biden. Like, why is he saying Biden? I had to work it in. I don't know either, dude.
Look, dude, it works, man. It gets you there.
Black guy jerking off on camera saying Biden. I don't get it. But you know what? This is my life.
Oh, you watched the DNC last year?
I did watch the DNC.
That was a good move on their part, dude.
I had no idea. France. Okay, I look up some stuff after this. I do a little homework. France had one. I remember doing chat.
It's not French.
Yeah,
Oh, you said. I thought you said.
Yeah, did I just
Wait,
time
wait, wait.
travel?
Did he
we went
not
for-
say? I
thought you were doing a
I thought
bit
you said it
about-
was a French.
'cause it's called
I thought you said it
roulette.
was a
That's what you're doing
French
there.
app that when
I
it
don't
started.
remember.
No,
dude.
he was
I
going
said
on
there
8
to
seconds
French.
ago. I'm not remembering things I'm telling you guys.
Make
Are you
sure these
crazy?
are in. Sorry,
Yeah, I
guys.
thought I just like time traveled there for a second. I was like, oh shit, we're talking about France.
So I went backwards. That's my fault.
you
But
were
I
making
also
a
wanted to
Kegel
clarify that. 'Cause I was
You've
like,
just been trying to shoehorn France into a conversation for weeks.
I mean, boy.
It made
You look pretty French.
We.
That's what
Me?
it is. Yeah.
I look French. Oh, nice.
I got a French name, but I probably have a French face too. I
If
think
you
the
had
longer my
more
hair
fucked up
gets-
teeth, I think.
Now you get
I'm
a
trying. I'm working on it.
you got an
Yeah,
Irish guy
I'm
face.
chewing on hard things I shouldn't.
You're
know?
not pompous enough. You're too much of a nice guy.
Adam-
to be French. Dude.
True.
Adam
I'm a
thinks
great
you have
person.
an Irish guy face.
I have Irish face. My mom went to Ireland and I was like, "How was it?" She's like, "I just saw you like every 3 minutes a different." She's like, "Oh, there's Fat John. There's really skinny John. There's Girl John.
There's
which
Little John.
was me." Yep.
Come on, guys.
Yeah,
Comedy's really fucking easy for me. You guys gotta catch up, dude.
Dude, he gets all his power from his Birkenstocks, just traveling upwards as the jokes are rising.
Yeah,
The Birkenstocks.
It's gonna come up to my enormous forehead soon enough. Being French does seem like it rules. The president. Did you know the president of France started dating
I just saw
his
that.
drama teacher?
No.
He was 16. He was like, "Yo, my drama teacher's so fucking hot." And then he was like kind of pursuing her. She's a little bit into it.
right.
She saw some presidential capabilities in him. So they like, I think they banged when he was in high school. He graduated. They've been married for like 30 years.
But what sucks now is he is like in his prime,
Mm-hmm.
and now she is way past hers.
No.
And like even when they show them, I was watching something earlier. And they said that she looks like ET in a wig.
Yeah.
But now it kind of sucks because he's like a hunk now, and
Mm-hmm.
she looks like his mom essentially, and like he's just got to be like, yeah, now I gotta, she's my ride or die now. Like
Yeah, which I get what you're saying, but like some people, I think people think that when you're a hot guy, I think that you think they should get the hottest woman. You really, the higher tier than that is you got to get the hottest mommy, right? Because a hot woman, if you're a hot guy, that's an attainable thing for them. You got to get a hot mommy, and then you watch her age out of her hotness, and you're just like, I'm gonna watch this bitch die. I won, dude.
It is
did
fun. I also, it's a
All
surprise
right,
that
this is her.
Like, that's not
the
bad.
Wig is
no, it's
too-
not bad, but that picture is probably also the
Yeah.
the one where she's in the white.
The
yeah, that
ET
one.
thing is
Like he's
tough.
like hitting it. He's hitting like his Silver
Ooh.
Fox era, and
Sheesh.
she's like
That's
post
rough.
AARP.
That's rough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, they're both French, so that sucks.
Right. I was gonna say I
Yeah.
hate France. That was a cool move though by this guy, but I do hate the French. So I'm
yeah.
a real odd here.
Model-esque, this guy, and then it just looks like he's with his PR agent.
Yeah.
Well, that's tough.
What he did was so sick that he stopped being French. He's an American now. He's
Yeah.
not American.
Yeah, he's
Give him
officially
status.
from South Jersey now.
Yeah. When you
Yeah.
bag a mommy, you get to be American.
What
from then on out.
patience! Like really,
Yeah.
Yeah.
laying in the cut. I would have messed that up. I would have been like, let's get married now. Like, I would have tried. I would have never thought to just wait it out, become president. I don't know what I was thinking.
The long game, dude. The long game.
Also, at a certain point, but French, right? He's allowed to fuck hot young chicks though, because that's kind of accepted, right?
Allowed? I don't know. I think it's still.
I don't know. Allowed. That's the word we're gonna
You
use.
know what? I haven't brushed up on international age of consent, but
I don't know. Don't get your eyebrow going with that shit with me. He always does this.
He does get the eyebrow.
He gets
dude.
the little one eyebrow up. It starts like.
I think I can even do a rock eyebrow. Really.
Well, it's just it doesn't, and it pops
it
just
is.
a little bit like that, like you fucking Irish.
Oh, let me.
So,
I don't mean to cut you off. Sorry, I have one more question because you're a wrestling guy. You watched wrestling?
I mean, attitude and then dropped off.
Okay.
That was it. Attitude and then dropped off.
Aren't you guys
Same
wrestling
exact
guys?
as Neil. Attitude.
I don't know
era,
where the
and
hell I
stopped.
got that from. I had so many
So
wrestling
I
questions.
have lived vicariously through Jesse Dram's track. Like he has been
that
dyed
might
in
be
the
what it-
wool wrestling. Like he,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. When I would walk into his house and there was just dirt on the floors, and I would sleep on his stained couch, I was like, "This is trash, and this is a wrestling family."
Okay.
And that was
fair.
delightful,
Okay,
and I
yeah.
love them
Yeah.
for it.
All right.
And then he would take pictures of me while I was asleep, which was interesting. Still don't know what he's doing.
I do
with
that
all
too.
those
So
pictures.
what? It's not
I would
bad.
fall asleep at
That
his
was
house.
part of his wrestling character. He was the creep.
I think it's in great. I think he took it from personal experience. I
Yeah.
think he definitely took it from that.
That's a great heel.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, yeah.
like, I've been sneaking in your room twice a week, snapping photos of your gay ass.
To his credit, yeah, I was falling asleep on the couch, just mouth open, and he would just take I mean, if you saw these pictures out of context of just, he would definitely do it like over. I was like, dude, you are about to drop your nuts in my mouth height. Like, I don't know why you're.
And he didn't. So that's pretty good. For
No,
him.
I mean,
No?
if he did,
I would've.
well, first of all, if he did, good on him.
What kind of
because
camera is he working with? Is this Polaroids?
He's got like the ones
He
at
did.
news conferences that are like so fucking loud.
it's just
You
Super
have
Bowl
to hold
camera,
the
like,
bulb
like,
until-
he's doing it from across the room over top of me. A telescope
It's just
lens.
the most boring jackass sketch of all time.
He's got the stick holding it up, like just
He has,
blowing.
he has to go under a curtain for it.
It's like I like to see the pores.
We're gonna sneak into his room and take photos of him.
Yeah. I like that. We're gonna keep him in a file. I'm never gonna show him. Drop my balls in his mouth.
It's 2 p.m. and Neil doesn't have a job, so we're gonna sneak in on him sleeping and take photos.
It's so much fun. He doesn't know his mom. His mom's an idiot. She has no idea.
Another monologue about your mom. She's actually a dumb bitch. Like, you can't even have a full conversation with her. You start talking about something. She has no relatability. Go to the room. Do the photos. Do the photos. That's fun for me.
I think she called. I think she said Neil farts sometimes, like when he's nervous. So we should squeeze his belly and fucking do.
She's married to the president of France.
She said his shirt.
Wait, were you guys friends when you were kids, or this was as adults?
No. This is we were at least in our 20s.
Okay.
We were in our 20s. So yeah.
Did you sleep over like when you were a kid? Were you the sleepover house, or did you sleep over people's houses?
No, we moved every 4 years.
So you just weren't allowed.
I was.
We had to keep moving because my dad.
Damn, your dad was the president. Every 4 years, a new term.
Pretty much. No, yeah, I never got like as soon as
he was like, he's French,
friends,
it's fine, it's allowed.
yeah. My mom honors the other pussy that he gets. I think I'm telling you, in France, they run around with the young ones, but they always come back. I'm telling you, I've heard a couple dudes talk about it, but that might just be the dude perspective. I don't know.
It's fair. It's like when you make a coupon book for like your parents. You make a coupon book where it's like, oh, one free hug or one I'll do the dishes. She's like, you can go fuck a woman in France. That's a fair one.
I'm trying to bring that over to American culture where it's much more understanding, is what I mean. Like older women, they're fine wine, they're delicious, they're wonderful, but she also goes like, yeah, you don't mean anything.
True.
To him.
That would get me more.
And I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think it's very accepted in France.
That's the next stage of intellectualism.
Yeah.
I found out that word 2 days ago.
Yeah.
How you guys like that one on your fucking podcast? What up?
Flexing.
Matt's been crushing a word of the week calendar. He's really been shoehorning in some real.
Oh, sorry, I had to do the sound effects.
No, he has.
I know you.
That's just how I masturbate.
I got you.
I jerk off like I'm playing the bass. I just slap my
you
penis.
just playing a flute though?
It
Never
hurts
came
so bad,
once.
I've never had an orgasm.
Yeah, never came on that.
My balls are so black and blue. Black and blue balls matter. All right.
Jesus Christ. I would love to see the flag for it. I gotta say that. The flag would be fun. The flag and the sticks are.
It's a fist, but it's a fist I used to punch myself in the balls.
Nice. One of the fingers is only blue.
It's like a shocker.
The fist was just one of the fingers is blue.
It's got a Punisher logo on the finger now.
Always. I saw a good sticker combo recently. It was the Fighting Irish on the back, and then a Batman all across the back window of the truck.
Oh, it's always good when they mix genres.
Always.
When it's a Punisher
trash.
head on a Mickey Mouse body. Like that's always
yeah.
good.
Yeah,
You
I
ever
like
seen
that.
one?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because it's like he's like DC, and then I hit my wife, which is, I mean, it's a good combo,
Yeah, true.
right? I don't know, just it's like seeing like Mickey Mouse, and then like a Punisher dead on the same. Salt Life. Yeah.
It's the Phillies, Eagles, Sixers logo all in one.
When
That's
they're all
their-
merged.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love
That's
when
all
people
cool.
get so excited about that. They're like, some designer put all 4 of my favorite things in one logo.
They're
Print
calling-
that on everything I own and tattoo it on
calling
my
all their
belly.
buddies. They're like, yeah, well, I don't have much time, but I just saw the greatest thing you're ever going to hear about. You know how we got 4 teams? You're like, I can never film one logo. Well, check this out.
Dude, I've been trying for months. You see my sketches.
No, I'm not getting hits back from Indeed. They're fucking hard hiring, but look, they got logos.
Right.
I'll sell them on T-shirts outside of stadiums.
You guys, I just can't understand how these gradients are going to work together. You got every time I get close to it, you have to understand. Then there's a disappearing line at the height of the X. I just can't even make it work, dude.
Dude, you know, Design 101 always says
It's a weak composition, bro. You gotta understand about it, dude. I can't do shit with it.
We do need more
Curvilinear lines are just all over these designs.
Philly rocket scientist is amazing. Philly rocket
That's a good
scientist
bit.
would be incredible, dude.
Oh, that'd be
That
unbelievable.
would be fun.
He's the guy that's like writing on like the windows on like Broad Street with like the erasable marker that has just like huge formulas and bell curves and shit. That's the dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
They call me Good Bill Hunting around here.
I was gonna say, yeah. I was gonna say, Bill. I just watched Good Will for no reason. It was just
Anyway,
fucking
dude, it turns out the answer was I had to just draw out this pretzel.
The Philly scientist, my bell don't curve, it cracked.
Don't you fucking do that, dude. Don't you fucking do that, dude.
It's not your fault, dude. It's not your fault.
It's
not your fault, dude.
It's not your fault, man.
It's not your
Don't you
fault, dude.
fucking do that, dude.
It's not your fault, dude.
Let me burn a ball real quick, dude. Stop it.
Dude, don't be a bitch.
It's not your
fucking
John,
do
dude.
that.
It's not your John.
Your
thing-
dad was a dumb dick.
He's both crying.
The thing they're upset about is they found out that the Wawa mac and cheese is actually Stouffer's. That's the real crux of it. Which is true, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Wait, is it really?
How do you like that map?
That's
How
good.
about
Though. Stouffer's rules. So that's that's a hey.
I got no
I'm all
bones
there
about it,
for
but I get.
Yeah, I also didn't think Wawa was crafting like artesian mac and cheese in the back room of Wawa.
I don't know. They
there.
got it. They got. I bet you. Oh, there's got to be like a research kitchen somewhere for Wawa. I want that job.
Yeah, it's the
Using their making
underpass
new
of the fucking
sauces.
Ben Franklin Bridge. That's where it is.
I would say that every time I go to Central PA, Sheets does do it pretty well, but like I want to sit in the room that comes up with all the shit. They have Dr. Pepper barbecue sauce out in Central PA.
Yeah.
And that means that there was just a meeting one time where they were like, how can we get diabetes into these fucking morons quicker? And one guy's like, what if we sodaed up the sauce? You think that would help?
They also have ice cream machines too, and Wawa does not.
I've bought that.
It's
I
so
have
good.
also bought the.
It's good. You get
You
heartburn.
like that?
Well, it's good on the tongue, and then as soon as it hits your esophagus, you.
I'd say, Adam, when I tell you, I bought a whole bottle of this accidentally. Just thinking I was buying. It was Bubba.
Sell it by the bottle.
It was. Yeah. No.
Oh, you're talking.
No, you're
no,
talking. No. Sheets. Unfortunately, you're not realizing that you've stumbled
this
upon
is their
this.
secret sauce.
No, I'm not saying that's not true, but
He
unfortunately,
has a
Bubba's
doctorate.
Yes, he does. You know what? We need to honor that.
Yeah, what do you think Dr. Pepper's PhD is in?
Fucking flavor, bro.
Pussy, dude.
Pussy.
It's fun. I'm a
Flavor and pussy, bro. Flavor and
Why not?
pussy.
Yeah, it's an honorary doctorate.
Yeah. I'm a gyno.
Don't disrespect him like that.
What do you think I
Work
do?
for that.
I'm a Dr. Pepper, that gyno, dude. That's what I do. Nuts.
He's related to
Insanity.
Sergeant Pepper.
What a successful family. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really.
Peppers, Julius Peppers.
Okay.
That's all I got.
I liked it. I liked it.
Wait, so speaking of cowards who changed their names to their podcast, didn't you guys used to be a different thing?
Shut the fuck up, Matt. This isn't about us. It's about you guys.
Yeah,
All right.
okay.
First of all, you're forgetting that we had that conversation before air happened, so no one knows when we said that.
All right.
But yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Okay,
you're right.
cool.
We're just trying to follow in your footsteps.
Yeah, we're just trying
no,
to be
I
like
got
our
you.
dads.
Yeah, you guys used to be the Handsome Idiot podcast, which we were saying off air. I was like, it's a good thing, but like you almost couldn't. You basically caved under the yoke of your own podcast. You like couldn't take it,
Yeah, no,
and you broke on your
Under
own,
your own,
hung
yeah,
up on
under
your own
yourselves
petard.
though. Like
Yeah,
no
we
one was
caved-
like
was-
change
this
it.
was just two conversations where we were like, "Is this stupid? This is stupid, right? We probably shouldn't do this."
Yeah.
And then we just pulled the trigger on changing it. But we
I think there's a bunch of bullshit podcasts out there now. I don't even mean I strictly mean this like non-comedy podcasts. I mean there are bullshit ones of this too, but I mean like there's some pretty shitty podcasts out there across the spectrum, across all of them. And I felt with comedy, I felt like I was like that's pretty good. You just gotta own that shit and roll in like whatever. But then
still
I
got the
I
song.
think
The song still says it in there.
hell
so
yeah, that's good.
That's a Rob Cruz original. Shout out to Rob Cruz.
Yeah, Rob Cruz.
Shout out to Rob Cruz.
Fucking- So many people have been like, "Yeah, your podcast's all right, but that fucking intro song is incredible."
Yeah,
nice.
rarely do we get your podcast is all right. It generally is they jump to like, that song's great. And I'm like, did you listen to the other hour and 20 minutes after?
Doesn't matter as long as they listen to the song. That's one listen.
That's a view.
We said VH1 before. How great is it? Rob gets famous for like VH1's behind the music, and you're featured in it.
Yeah.
As if this hot hit dropped back in 2000.
And you guys are so not
90s,
which is
memorable.
not the right.
to even get your
I'm
names
just
wrong.
doing a Casey Kasem. Yes, 100%. Guys, I don't remember the VH1. Do you remember the voice?
VH1?
The VH1. I mean, behind the
I
music
just remember
voice.
pop-up video.
I
It would
can't
be
remember.
like, you'd be watching like a Jamiroquai video and it'd be like, bloop, bloop, Jamiroquai actually hit his wife right after they filmed this. Bloop, bloop.
Oh, yeah. those are
It was
fun.
like
do
fun little
remember that.
tidbits.
Yeah,
little
yeah,
Snapple facts.
Snapple facts.
Like
Casey-
Rob
is he
Cruz
dead?
got his famous
Kasem.
start from dropping his famous one one-hit wonder on this podcast hosted by John Montague and Mad Pariah. Like they get you guys' names right, they don't even fucking remember you. You guys.
Matty Pariah.
Matty Pariah.
Dude, we might have a new podcast name.
You
The
might.
Casey Kasem's going to be the top 10 of things we change the names to. Which is
Casey and the Kasems.
You know, he
That's a
moved-
great
that-
band. That's a
that-
good indie
yeah.
rock band. Casey and the Kasems.
He
That does
apparently
sound like
left,
Velvet.
He
Yeah.
left his
Yeah.
family and was living on an Indian reservation towards the end of his life. That's a real thing. Casey
Kasem,
Kasem
really?
stopped responding to his kids and I think like his former wife.
That's
and
the
moved
way
to an
you
Indian
got to do
reservation.
it. That's
didn't
what
he-
you have to do. Don't
Yeah.
be a fucking grandpop.
Nah,
Yeah,
dude.
no.
It's been
Check
Check
work.
out, dude.
My buddy's mother right now. She just in it. She just bounced. She was like, nah. I'm not. Why am I gonna die near you guys? I'm
Yeah.
out. Like I'm
Yeah, but
going.
that's like nice. I don't even know. Is an Indian reservation like a hot spot?
I think
No,
some
I don't
are.
think good things are happening on.
I think they're just called
There's
casinos.
a lot of casinos. Yeah.
I think there's some. I
The
think
only
the
time I
ones-
ever see any reservations are like outrage videos online of like a cop pulling someone over inside the parameters of the reservation, and like the people of the reservation coming out and being like, "You have no fucking right to be here," and the cops have to just be like, "You're right. I guess I'm out of here. Fuck me. All right."
Yeah, you have to let the reservation cops come out. They're the ones that have to deal with it.
I didn't know it was like a thing.
Yeah,
they are. Fields of Israel. That was like a Jewish-only community in where I grew up.
Oh yeah, that was weird. I remember driving down.
Terrifying, and it was all shrouded with trees, so you never knew what the Jays were doing back there, and you couldn't drive back.
It was right next to your little league.
Yeah, because you'd get pretty far back, and the guy would be like, "You have to turn around. No way, you can't come back
the
here."
Spotlights. we used to do it all the time. I didn't know it was a Jewish thing there. Now I feel like an anti-Semite because we used to just floor it down the road in. And like all the lights would come on, and then you would just gun it in reverse back and hit the road again. That was what we did on a Friday night.
We went during the day because we were scared.
Yeah, well, you're a coward.
Yeah, big time, big time, brother.
Wait, you were scared of the Jews?
Scared of the Jays, dude?
Nice.
You don't know what they're capable of.
I'm familiar with some of them.
They've dealt with a lot of
Have
shit.
you
man.
heard
They're not worried
Kanye?
about a ginger
They run
coming.
the world.
Yeah, that's where Kanye was at.
Yeah, this whole time I thought girls ran the world. Turns out it's Jews.
It's Jays.
Yes.
Damn.
Who run the world?
Well, this
Jays.
is pulled. But what are you gonna do?
This is Paul.
This is fucked. It's a whole episode. We're gonna have to cut this out now. We never had any. I'm trying to Italian. Hamilton is mostly Italian. I think. Oh yeah, at the show, Albert Davis. Yeah, because Albert Davis, the old he asked. He goes, "Is there any Jews around here?" Dead silence.
Really?
In Hamilton, New Jersey.
One guy
Everyone
was
looking
like,
around.
"Not
They're like,
anymore."
let us find
Everyone.
him. Let us find him.
And the guy, one dude just goes like, I mean, I know one. Like, I swear to Christ.
Good enough.
My
Get
lawyer-
him. Get that guy.
Yeah,
Get that guy.
Like, okay, man. Do you know where they are? Or no? Like Albert.
That's,
was
that's
he
a scary
hunting?
question.
Yeah, Albert. Yeah,
He
just
turns
trying-
into Christoph Waltz all of a sudden.
I don't know Christoph Waltz. What is that? Was
Christoph
that?
Waltz?
Nah,
From
Glorious
Inglourious
Bastards.
Bastards?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
He's the Jew hunter?
Yeah.
I keep some
flick.
things in my brain. I don't keep the characters' names. I bless your
Well, no,
mind.
that's his real name.
That's his real
name.
That's
Real
his
name.
real name. Yeah, Waltz. It's fun to say.
Man, you're reading stuff now and things.
No, I can't read. I'm illiterate.
okay.
I am
Never
full
mind.
on illiterate.
I'm even forgetting like whole things of movies. I will remember the tone of a movie. I'm the actor guy that when the society falls down, I'm the actor guy who comes back and I do like Ben Stiller in when he has to reenact it for all.
Oh
years
yeah,
and
like
people-
because TV these are
and,
more electric,
yeah,
so you have
yeah.
to put on plays
I
for
can't
us.
remember the name of that movie. You know what I mean? Like I
And
just
we're like,
remember
do
the
Jaws
tones of
better,
Tropic
whatever. We
Thunder.
just yell at you.
Tropic Thunder. One of my favorite movies of all time. Could not tell you the title of just then. Interesting. I think I'm dying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it doesn't
I
look
think
good for you,
you're-
brother.
Good thing I'm not dependent on words at
What about
all.
France, guys. What were we talking about?
I mean, Adam, once I get dementia, we're going to be, you know how fun it's going to be to continue this podcast? Until
Well,
I
this,
am
this company's gonna fall
delirious.
apart because I can't run it.
No, yeah,
so.
you're fucked.
Dude, I think we
So we're
should get
fucked.
the elderly podcast. Like, there should be a gap. I don't think our parents' generation to that podcast. I want to hear mum-mums and pop-ups get on the mic and just go. Just sit down, two mum-mums in a retirement home.
People are
and you're
doing
like,
it.
hey, how did this city used to be?
Right,
Record.
right, right.
You're like, whoa.
There's a famous mum now on TikTok who has dementia. And she's she's got a thick Boston accent, and I guess it's like her granddaughter will
Okay.
just go up and just start recording her. Literally, when she's
Exploit her. I was just gonna
literally,
say.
like when she's in the
Exploit her
middle of an
grandmother.
episode. So like before, she would go up and she'd be like, "I got to take the dogs out back, but I can't go there because the car's around the corner, and that's not what I'm gonna see." It makes no sense.
Right.
And she's been doing it long enough where now the granddaughter goes up and the grandmom goes, "Look at this piggy! Look at the fat piggy who just walked in front of me." And I'm like, it's finally coming full circle. Granny's
Yeah.
revenge, dude.
Oh, well, grandparents just have no filter on that. They're like,
The
you look
best.
like you've gotten really fat recently.
Yeah,
You're like,
it's-
whoa, what the fuck?
And it
So
makes
she
you upset.
waited. She really like low simmered that dementia where then it got funny.
It
Like
was
the daughter,
playful.
from her perspective, she's like, it's gonna get better.
It was the
wasn't
granddaughter.
good at first.
She was
The
like getting
granddaughter.
like cute little, the grandmom talking complete nonsense because she's like in an advanced stage dementia. So she's up there
Yeah.
with her fucking phone on her face, like, "Talk, idiot." And then now the grandma's like, "All right, I'll talk. You're enormous."
There
love
is
this.
like I do have an envy to people who are if you dementia, Alzheimer's, or just crazy, like the freedom of just saying whatever you want and just zero repercussion from it. That's awesome.
yeah.
Like I yearn for that. I yearn for that every day.
I mean, I am such a pussy though that now if I say something mean, I'll like end up texting the person later, be like, "Yo, that was my bad." So I'm hoping
was
I
kidding.
can keep that when I have dementia. I
That
feel
would
like
be
was
great.
me.
It really is like kids and grandparents have that where like it's like a kid that'll just be in line. They're like, "Why is that guy so fat, Dad?" You're like, "Oh, shut up!" But I'll tell you later. We'll make fun
Yeah.
of him in the car.
Yeah, but you
I
can
think
slap the kid. You got to be able to start slapping nannies.
I mean, it's working both ways. I mean, think about it. You probably weren't on social media as a baby, right?
Fair.
Cool. I think that's why it's working both ways. Where like now 5-year-olds are just getting their phones, going in front of their elderly grandparents, and then they're both both grandparents and little kids are just making fun of each other constantly. And just using each other. And
this is a weird time in human history.
Yeah, it's just
like.
Yeah, you walk up to your crazy uncle, get him canceled because you said something about Asians or whatever, and then he just videos you in a shower, like just getting mad. Bro, I didn't know his little dingle's out. I didn't know. You're just like, unfortunately,
that's the social media wars we need.
Right?
Yeah,
that's what's happening.
It should be from age 7 to what do you want to call it, like 77?
Yeah,
you can't have social media. Anything outside of that, you get it.
Right.
We all can view it, but we can't post. We can't produce any content. So. Yeah. We got to give up all of our podcasts. We need a mom cast.
I'll do you one better.
Are your
those are the people on the outside of those ranges. They're the only ones who can run for office.
True. Yeah, go way top, way bottom.
Yep.
Oh, imagine a 7-year-old and a 77-year-old debating.
Yeah, I mean, we watched it with Biden.
Ladies and gentlemen, 3
it's
years
the same.
ago,
Yeah,
my opponent was still shitting his pants, and he's like, "You're actively shitting your pants."
Yeah.
Like,
you have to understand that I finally figured out how to not shit my pants.
Very honestly, that sounds like an insult. Like a little kid would call an old person. You're like, "You're so sleepy."
Well, that would go viral today.
I just want to hear a kid be like a communist dictator, like I will rule with an iron fist. He slams the table.
It's his nap time. You know how he gets. He gets real dictatory before his nap time. It's just because at this point, if we're gonna go out, America's done. If we're gonna go out, why don't we just ramp it up? That's why I say we go Biden. What is he gonna be 95? Fuck it.
Yeah, you know what?
He should die in. We haven't had a president die in office in a long time.
Yeah, we actually. Yeah, it's
have
like
we
what
ever had
Harrison
a
was.
natural causes death?
Yeah, the dude who Harrison, he froze outside from pneumonia. He got during his inauguration. Yeah, during his inauguration, he was out there. He's like, I'm wearing.
I'm so glad that you slipped that in and no one heard it. I'm so happy for that. But you guys know who I'm talking about. But yeah, it would have been Harrison. He was a brave boy, and it was cold outside. He did his speech.
30 days later, he died.
Yeah, and then he died. What was it? 3
pneumonia.
He was in office. It was like 90
it was like
days?
less than a month. It was like less than a month or a month.
Something like that.
That's incredible, though. You're still on the list. You made it.
Yeah. He did make it.
That's one of the coolest things too. I've talked about this. It makes me excited. During his campaign, they used to make fun of him, say that he was just like some Southern hick, like they couldn't believe he was trying to run for office. So he kind of embraced it, and he used to go out and he would give out like bottles of whiskey that were shaped kind of like a cabin, and then it was by this guy who ran like the manufacturing company whose name was like James Booze, and it would just say his name on it. The guy's name is Booze, and that's where the term booze comes from.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Fact, yeah, dude.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that.
How about
See,
that?
fun fact. Thank you, Matt.
No.
Neil hates when I do fun facts.
Dude, my facts are fun as all get out.
You are a big fun fact guy.
Dude, put a fun fact in my penis hole, dude.
Dude, I love fun facts.
You're sounding fun facts?
All my fun facts are like baseball related, pretty much. So they're not that exciting, unless you're like. One of my favorites is Ricky Henderson. One time got $1 million bonus. And they gave him the check, and he framed it and put it on his wall, and never cashed it. And years later, the A's like reached out to him, like, "Hey, Ricky, we're going through our books, and there's $1 million missing. What the fuck?" And he's like, "Oh yeah." And they're like, "We gave you that check." He's like, "Yeah, Ricky framed it on his wall. It's in his office."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Ricky, you had to put it in the bank."
You have to
Like,
cash it for
he was historically like just known to be so dumb, but just an incredible athlete.
Right.
The other one was he played with John Olerud. You remember John Olerud wore the helmet at first base.
Right, on the field, he wore it.
And he went up to him the one time, because Ricky Anderson played on like 7 teams in his career. Right. And he walked up to him, he goes, "Oh, no way. You wear a helmet when you play first?" Ricky played with a guy that wears a helmet when he plays first. He goes, "Yeah, Ricky, it was me 3 years ago. We were on the same team, dude."
Oh, no.
Yeah, Ricky's a big old dumb base stealer. I love him.
Fun fact, I once put a Sharpie marker up my butt.
Really?
Fun.
How far did you get it up?
How far?
No, I know. If I took off the cap, took off the cap,
Bold.
went in.
Bold.
Oh,
I like it.
I just wanted to see if it was permanent. The gay, I mean.
I'm painting the town red.
Yeah.
That's a great joke, dude. That's a great joke. That was a great joke. It really is a great joke. That was a good
if you
joke.
like it, it's yours. It's all yours. But it is true. Also, I just like doing fun facts that are just
standard
real. About
Sharpie?
me.
Was it a standard Sharpie?
Standard. I mean, I went.
There's that big Magnum one. Did you ever see that? You make like posters with.
Come on, dude. Yeah, I can't afford that kind of
stuff. That thing's like taking a paint can in the ass, basically.
So I've heard.
That was the first gauging. That was what it was. We were moving up. I was like, "Nah, dude, I gotta get my fiber in. I'm doing some expanding tomorrow."
I'm gonna go to one of those Sharpies that has a clicky end. That's my next level up.
It's multiple purposes. You can write with it. You can get a little high from it.
And you can
a little bit in the keys.
Yeah.
That also sounds like a
Have a sharp
Jackass
keystick.
thing. Like Steve-O just shoves a Sharpie in his ass and
Yeah.
then signs Johnny Knoxville's back, and then he gets it tattooed. I feel like that was definitely
would
in
be
one of the
something.
movies.
Yeah, you can see those throwback videos of him hitting whippets. The ones of Steve-O just going nuts in his apartment. Just
Are
him with a
Whippets
sharp
making
dog.
a huge comeback?
Wait, I
don't
don't
think
think
they ever
went
left.
away, but I miss, like, I just miss it as like a weird, because we all had it in our house. You'd think somebody would have like grabbed onto some and like done it, but I didn't know anybody that did.
Oh, you know
Whippets.
why? I heard, and maybe this is just a rumor going around, but maybe a lot of other people heard too. Where like if you do it wrong, you'll die. And I was like, oh fuck that. Like the nitrous goes into your brain or something
I've
like that.
never done one out of fear of that. I think my dad was just like, I
See?
know someone
Yeah.
whose brain froze.
Yes,
my dad
exactly.
was a big like anything you could do. He was like, I actually grew up with a kid that died from a pencil in his eye. You're like,
Right.
oh, okay, I should keep these pencils away
Yeah,
from
true.
my eye.
Right.
But I
remember that. I remember
that's
that
my only
nitrous
claim to
rumor.
fame.
Yep.
I've been to a billion tailgates and
Nitrous.
never done a balloon, but I've watched all my friends fish out on them like real bad. Like,
Right. My sister talked about doing balloons. Yeah, she's a little older, you know. And I was like, okay, cool. I never saw them. Never went. I mean, and
Nah, I've
then
never
it
seen
wasn't until later in life. I'd probably been late 20s or
but
something.
everyone
Went to a
that always
concert.
tried to
and-
sell you on it. They're like, dude, it is the best 7.5 seconds of your life, followed by like just kind of a bad headache. And I'm like, you're terrible at making me want to do this.
What is it?
Like,
You just like take? You're just inhaling like a.
yeah, nitrous. You turn into a Fast and the Furious car for 7 seconds.
Oh, I thought
you
it was
live
like-
your life a quarter mile at a time,
Okay.
and then you become a little brain dead.
7 seconds. It's all about family.
It's all family.
Yeah.
There was, I was telling him on the way over here, I did a show down in Turnersville in South Jersey on Friday night, and I'm the first comic on the show. Mid like third joke, I'm setting it up, and I just hear shh to my right, and I'm like, I stopped. I was like, I'm not gonna look, but there's someone doing whippets right there, right? And I finally look over, and it's just two of the most like Punisher T, long beard, just
Right.
South Jersey redneck dudes,
Right.
but they're also still kind of wiggers somehow.
Yeah.
And they're just ripping like, do you want one? It's like, I'm good, man.
That's terrifying.
I did want some whipped cream though. That would have been nice, but they
That
already
would've been sweet.
ruined the whipped cream for me.
There's nitrous in whipped cream.
That's how you do whipped.
That's what we're talking about.
That's
It's
why
a
they're
whippet
called
thing.
whippets.
What were you thinking we're talking about?
I had no idea, dude. I thought I was
No,
letting
you
grown-ups
can
talk
you
for a
can
little
do
bit.
nitrous out. Like you can just get nitrous canisters. And shit
Oh
like
my
that.
god, I rip whipped cream, dude. Holy crap!
You thought as a kid, like you eating whipped cream, you're like, are you guys high too? Like that's just your blood sugar. You
I
have
thought it was the
diabetes.
autism kicking
That's
in.
a diabetes,
I realized
sir.
I was so
I remember trying to do whippets out of the can, but I also didn't know what I was doing, so I
You were
just, you just let it run.
sucking the whipped cream out of the can.
Well,
Like, what?
I mean, I was fat, so yeah, I was also like, this serves two purposes. I'm all about the duality, and I just don't remember like, I remember like trying. I'm
Well,
like,
because
this
it's all
doesn't-
about what direction you're holding the can. Because
Right.
I remember seeing my one friend. It's funny too because he's a cop now, so it's hilarious. He was the friend that did everything first.
Right.
Like he was just at the fridge, like, "Guys, dare me to do it," and he just did the motion of the whip it, but then just sprayed himself in the face because there was some in the tip, I guess. Yeah, took a real facial.
Was that the
whip it.
friend? You ever had that friend who was like, "You guys dare me to do this," and everyone's like, "Oh no, we don't dare you." And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do it."
Yeah,
Right.
we'll do it anyway.
And then he
Well, like,
does
just
it and,
say,
gets
just
it.
do it then. Just say
Yeah,
you're
I
gonna
got
do
a
it.
bad home
Right?
life.
Like,
Jeez. No, but this is the only way I can garner attention. I don't have a personality. Do you guys dare me to
Right.
do it or not?
You guys dare me to
Fine,
disappoint
yeah.
my father again?
I wish the one guy who always fought. I wish he hit us with like a. Do you dare me to go fight him? He would never do. He would
Oh,
always.
yeah.
He would always just. We would see him walk a little bit away and be like, "There's going to be a fight in about 5 seconds. So why don't we?" And then this whole party's going to be ruined. So why don't we just go now?
Yeah. I
just
did.
drama king.
We had the worst one that ever in college. This kid that was like not one of our friends, but always like around our friend group was like one of the, "Oh, you dare me to go talk to that girl?" And everybody's like, "Yeah, no." And he talked to her, and she was very good looking, and they had sex that night.
Wow, really?
wow.
And he told us that he told her that he did it on a dare. And we're like, "Well, that's not how it went down."
Yeah, that's not how it went down.
But he
at all.
won in the long run.
He did
He
win.
defeated us. Yeah.
I mean, he's making his own world.
that's a
He
shit.
both, yeah, like he.
I don't want to live in this world.
He kind of didn't even need you guys to be around. Like you didn't need, like he was like, I actually don't even have friends anymore. I just been hanging at the bar talking to myself, just a little bit back and forth. You dare me though, dude? It's like you're
just
by yourself.
self-daring himself, and it's
Yeah.
like that's ambition.
Yeah,
That's
but
what he calls ambition. He's like,
Internalize it and shut up about
I
it,
understand
and
the
you'll
concept.
just have ambition now. That's all that is.
Confidence, talking, all those things.
Oh shit, we gotta do
Living
pluggies.
Yeah, we gotta do plugs
Oh,
and
we're
get
way-
these boys out of here. Yeah, we're way
Yeah.
past plugs. I know.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's all good.
No, we're good. John.
Guys, what do you want? You
I said John. Buddy, where can everybody find you and
Yeah.
all your stuff?
you want?
That Rules
Just waiting.
podcast. We talked about it before. Coming up, I have, I think in 2 weeks, you can look on Montague Comedy on Instagram, but I have a show in Fishtown with Artsy, which is like a Philly music thing that's starting to do some comedy. So come check that out at Bourbon and Branch, I think it's called, or Branch and Bourbon, one of the two. But yeah, Montague Comedy. You can check out Hacks Comedy Golf too. Those videos are still out there. We're gonna bring it back eventually, but yeah.
Yeah, That Rules Podcast on YouTube and Instagram. If you could hop on there and subscribe. We're trying to bump that bad boy up. Start doing live stuff soon. I got shows coming up that I don't remember when they are, but it's like the 23rd, 24th, and 31st. I'll post them.
Thank you.
Something like that.
Boom.
Adam, bud, what you got coming up? You're out of town later this month.
Yeah, go follow me on Twitter at Adam Nutter, Instagram, all the good stuff. Yeah, and then of course go listen to Porcupine, youtube.com/Adam Nutter. I think we're doing 2 episodes this week, one tomorrow, one Thursday, and those are live, so that's gonna be fun. Check those out. And then so my Punchline gig got moved back to May. So I was supposed to do it Wednesday, I got moved back. But March 24th and 25th, I'll be out in Colorado with Robbie the Fire Bernstein, Steamboat Springs, Colorado. Coming out to that, I got to throw that on the website, the tickets, but they will be available soon. And then April 6th, Neil and I will both be at the Delaware LP convention, Blackbird Community Center, I think is where it's at.
Does that stand for little people?
Coming out to yes.
Okay, good.
Libertarian Party, or little people, yes. First of all, they're midgets. How dare you? But coming out to that 4-6, and then other stuff. Obviously, Neil will hit that shit though. But that's it for me.
Nice. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm neilwood.com. Go there, and all the shows you can check out on Drop Tent. You're just going to want to go over to droptent.com. Events, all right? Just go over there. Check them out. We got Myers is still up and running. Thanks for everybody who came out. We had a great show. It's a little room, but we sold it out anyway. So you only need a couple of people in there, people, and it makes it fun. Comics all had fun. Yeah, it was a good time. I was not able to make it because we had a great show in Hamilton, New Jersey as well. So thanks to everybody who came out to the White Horse Winery as well. But what's coming up is Myers, all right? The last Friday of this month. It's still running, so you can get your tickets now if you want to come out for the next one. Another great lineup right on Girard in Philadelphia. And the Ashland show we're going to see. But check out all the dates and details for the shows that we have coming up. Again, droptent.com/events or droptent on all the social media. If you're looking for stuff for me personally, again, just imneilwood.com. Go there. Get all the shits. Of course, Adam, right? They can check out our dumb merch. Look at our dumb merch. It's fun. We put a lot of work into this dumb merch, and you're going to love it. I got to put even some more up. So I got some ideas. We're going to put some more up. But yeah, hats, different colors, shirts, different colors, all kinds of stuff. Grab a sleeveless tee. And if you join our Patreon, you're going to get a shirt on us. So go to patreon.com/cult of us. Go there and just get a bunch of extra stuff. We do the gauntlet, and we watch some things. We watch some movies, watch some fights. I don't know. They're trying to make us stop. But it's all right. We'll adapt. We'll figure it out. I'm trying to have another Nicolas Cage movie that we watch. We've been just going at Nicolas Cage.
Oh, shout out Benzo Barbie for joining the Patreon.
Yep, shout out. Thank you, Benzo Barbie. Appreciate it. Love it. But yeah, $5 a month. Do it. All the shit's in there. Again, you get a little shirt and all the good stuff's there. So do it now. A lot of extra content. Us on the road, dangerously driving and recording stuff. It's fun. Who cares? Yeah. Right? Like, who gives? It'd be the footage. If we kept the ffootage, if we crashed, that's all I need for my career. Yeah. Just not even on jokes, right? Like, don't even need jokes. Amazing. I put this part in the plugs every time, and I think it deserves it. Other than that, people, we're good. Those are all the plugs. Boom. Follow us on Odyssey, YouTube, iTunes, all the shits. Go there and keep us growing. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I'm super happy. Look, John's doing the look up just like.
You guys just made us realize our plugs
you guys
suck.
are so professional.
We got a YouTube and a show coming up.
It's fine. It's understandable. Don't worry about it.
It's really hard to remember the 3 shows I have in the next month and a half.
It doesn't matter. Who knows?
It really doesn't matter.
Shit anymore. I'm trying to become an emperor. To be honest with you.
That made me so angry. I'm going to kill myself in front of you.
That would be so good if you did. That would kind of make me happier. I think that's what emperors would like. No,
to be honest, no, you don't like that. They told me.
I know. They do. They told me. Oh, dude, I had such a shitty weekend. No, it was a good weekend. Sorry. But I just hiked and forgot a sleeping bag. I don't want to I forgot a sleeping bag. Below 30 degrees. But it was like, crazy. Just out in the wilderness, like just out in the pylons in Badstow. Forgot a sleeping bag. Could not sleep. And when you have nights like that, They are some of the longest. Like it changes your life. If you do you
was
camp
it
or
also
anything?
during daylight savings time?
It was also daylight
Yeah,
savings.
that'll really fuck you up. You woke up in the
Yes.
wilderness and didn't know what time it was.
Yes, 100%. I woke up at what was technically 6. Yeah, because when my watch.
Were you doing the
would've been
math
back,
with the sun? You're like, well, it's here.
Careful
so-
with that hand
Oh,
signal,
yeah.
brother.
Oh,
Careful
sorry.
there, bro.
Cancel that
pull
one
that.
out.
Pull that. Yeah. Yeah, where's
trying to
11
be a
o'clock, dude?
sundial.
Where's 11 o'clock?
Nah, dude, you're way too tall to hike. Cut it out.
Oh,
How
yeah.
about that?
Yeah, you have to duck so much at that height
Yeah,
if you're hiking.
I have a custom tent. I still have to.
Come on,
I'm kidding. I don't even.
It's
but
got
I
rims.
do. It's
Every tree is a problem for
It's
you.
got spinners on it. It's got spinners.
Pit my tent, dude.
Yeah, I still have to sleep sideways in my tent. I still have to if I cannot sleep this way, so I still have to sleep sideways.
The irony of watching you fail setting up a tent when you have drop tent media is incredible.
How do you think I would fail, dude? I'm a creature.
I
of
mean,
the
you didn't
woods.
bring your fucking sleeping bag. That's like when you're
True.
packing, you're
That's
like,
because I run a fucking media empire. No,
true.
I'm just using empire. Like you've been working in different ones. I just keep using empire over and over again. No, it's because we had to do a show. I went from a show. I had to pack all of my shit. I'm leaving the house with like, all right, I got all the equipment, cameras. I got to get all the sound. Okay, cool. Do I have all my gear? I'm like, I think so. I took my bag, my sleeping bag out just so because you have to let it aerate. You can't have down that's like squashed down. It's been squashed down for too long. I'm like, all right, we'll take it out. I'm like, good. We're locking it up. I'm like, right, yeah, it's good. I did one. Right, I got everything. Left. I was like,
Dude,
well,
that's also impressive.
That's
You know
crazy.
a lot about sleeping bags, but didn't remember to bring it.
I know enough that you need one.
You gotta be the first guy
No,
who
you
went
don't.
hiking and brought.
I know I have
kid.
one. I
True.
just don't need to bring one. Those are two different,
That
definitely
whole-
different things.
yeah.
No, I know, man. I fucked myself on that. I didn't even have food.
You're the opposite of.
I didn't bring food. My buddy. I knew my buddy. I wasn't worried about food. I was like, we'll stop at a Wawa. It's like
Yeah,
every
I have to
camping.
I have to
I've
violently
find a
piss real
squirrel.
quick. I'll be right back. I have to violently piss. I'll be right back. I have
Okay,
to
sorry.
violently piss. All right.
We'll find food
I mean, you can take
in the
yourself
woods.
out. Yeah, sure, dude.
You're just chewing on pine cones. 10
Yeah,
minutes
chewing
in.
on pine cones. It was just that night was, and you nailed it. It was the longest, like especially when you check out what time it is. It's like 10 o'clock at night, and it's
Well,
already dark and
yeah.
getting cold, and you're like, fuck.
It's crazy. You had everything else. Like you don't have a sleeping bag, so you're trying to cover yourself with a soundboard. You're like so cold and tall.
I should have brought the equipment. I could have at least brought some of these curtains and stuff like that. Like out, that would have been helpful. That would have been nice.
That was a great. I don't know if you guys ever had that, but just like going to like house parties in college and then sleeping at the house and getting drunk, but
Yeah.
not having like a blanket or pillow.
Yep.
I remember my all-time one. I was at this kid's house. It was like his grandparents' house, so everything in there is like old and dusty and sad. And I didn't have any kind of blanket or anything like it, so they had a rug that hadn't been lifted since like probably the 90s that I slept under. And I woke up and there was just like dust smothered on me. I was hungover. I puked on somebody.
Damn, generations of family dogs have died on that rug, and
I
you were just like, Maddie needs some.
Yeah, and I was me, just fucking sucking them all in, dude.
I'm trying to think.
Did you ever wake up in the wrong place?
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
not metaphorically, but
Sure.
like, we had that down in CI. My buddy and I, we met somebody, and they were like, "Oh, you can crash on our couch. Here's the address." And we just like later on ended up at that house. Everyone's asleep. The person that told us we can crash there did not tell the other 10 people renting that there might just be somebody coming in. So we go in and just fall asleep on the couches.
Right.
And so we technically were in the right place. We wake up to 6 dudes just circle the couches, just ready to murder us.
Oh fuck.
And they were like, "Who the fuck are you?" We're like, Ashley said we could sleep here. They're like, "We don't know anyone named Ashley." And we're just like, motherfucker. And like, me and him were just like, "Ashley, if you're in here, Ashley, we could really use you
You're
right
summoning
now."
a ghost.
Wasn't even her name. We just got her name wrong and everything. Finally, after they kicked us out, she came out and was like, "Oh yeah, I met those guys at the bar." We're like,
fuck.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
that's a tough one, dude.
You gotta, Ashley. You gotta run that mouth.
Yeah.
You gotta
That's a
let
real
some
Ashley
people
move.
know.
She was
It
running
is.
that mouth on all 6 of those guys the night before. That's why
I
she couldn't
hope
talk.
so. You think those guys would be a little more docile?
Yeah, they'd be a little more relaxed.
They were a
yeah.
little amped up.
I wish they would have like,
It's like you
messed
might-
with us a
these
little
guys
more.
might like this Ashley chick. Like share it around.
You wake up and they're hitting you with like sleepover pranks. They're like, "Yeah, put his hand in the cold water. He's gonna piss himself." And then we'll ask him who the fuck he
Yeah,
is.
it would be fun to at least do all the pranks to him before he wakes up. Just whipped cream. You're doing whippets. You're putting the whipped cream in there. You're tickling his face. Then wake him up.
Yeah.
Just then you like nail it. Like all the pranks, the dick's written on his thing. And then be like, "Why are you in here?" And then be like, "We were gonna fuck you up regardless." And then just beat the shit out of him. You're fine. It's so much fun.
You're getting
can live
punched
through
in the
that.
face, also trying to figure out why you're covered in whipped cream at
Yeah,
the same time.
It's true. That's a
Smattered.
terrifying assault. Just be smothered in whipped cream. You're like, these are where whippets come from, apparently. I just found out.
trying to think the worst. I definitely have used just clothing. I've definitely, and other people's clothing. I just would grab clothes out of someone's drawers and just be like, whatever.
I'm gonna put all your pants on.
Yeah, just. I just even laying on top. I mean, no, you're not picture. I'm not saying putting them on. I couldn't.
No,
fit
I'm thinking that would be hilarious if you did. I'm just picturing your shortest
four
friend.
layers. We had 4 layers of just hot girl jeans, like just pulled up to just my mid thigh.
Yes.
Everybody's like,
You know what I mean?
does Neil's ass look incredible? Or is it just me?
Bejeweled. I cut off some of them. Like I keep on some bottoms and then I cut the other ones in half. So I'm just marrying both sides
It's a
of them.
layered look.
It's a layered look. Some bedazzled with some,
Man, Neil really put a lot of work into this.
Gotta say, looks good.
Started a fashion line.
I know you will. Yeah.
This is how Ed Hardy started. He just got drunk at his buddies one night.
Adam came in for pig. It was just like,
How did we get to Ed
What are
Hardy?
you guys talking about?
Adam for sure strikes me as an Ed Hardy guy back in the day, dude.
Yeah.
Bingo. Oh yeah, dude.
He looks like he might still have it on under some shirts. Like he's like, I mean, you spend all the money, you don't want to just get rid of
He
it.
stretches and you can see the rhinestones poking from
Like,
underneath of his shirt.
It's a shame because as soon as Adam,
Oh, you're not. We can't hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear you, bub. So, as
Real
soon
Ed Hardy move of you.
I think as soon as Adam started losing his hair to a certain, but even when I knew you, you didn't have any of the Italian things. You had all done away with it. You didn't have a chain. You know, even a chain your grandfather, whatever. It's always a story with the fucking chain. You know, whatever. But like a chain.
Yeah.
You had nothing of that. You just
I beat
had
a lot of the
nerd
Italian
shit.
out of me. Yeah.
Yeah. It was all gone.
I'm just realizing I've never seen Adam without a hat on. I think I'm just realizing that right now.
It's been a very
You probably
long time.
won't.
Yeah, do you shower in them and sleep in them as well?
I do.
Nice.
Yeah.
Problem is he's done it for
Bathing suit
so
also.
long. You see him with too many hats on. And this is what I kept telling him. I was like, dude, you got to stop just pop that hat off every once in a while, dude.
Let
People
the
need to
people
get
know.
used to your head.
Yeah, it's
Do you
They just
have,
need to get used to it because it looks so strange when people see it. If they get used to it, though, it's not as big a deal. It's like
Yeah.
if, even if like Rogan always wore hats. And then eventually he popped it. You're like, yo,
He's
I didn't
short.
realize your head was whatever.
Yeah, but
He's short.
it's still a wildly inappropriate reaction for somebody to finally take a garment off and you go, what the fuck?
I think
You
it's,
run out?
I think it's fair.
You run out like a black guy just saw a magician.
Yeah.
That's
Yo.
not racist, That's factual.
This motherfucker doesn't have any hair.
Do you
I think
ever
it's
have to
great.
deal with? I have a brother-in-law who's like bicked head bald. And
You're starting to laugh like you wear Birkenstocks. I just want to say that.
You like
I
this-
know
I gotta
the
stop
whole laugh.
shaking them as he laughs.
Like the laugh is getting more real. You're ready for money.
Yeah, what was
ready.
Berkeley like
I'm
in the
so excited
70s?
about
I'm a money kid these days, dude.
You are, man.
Yeah, I don't have a single dollar. I just spent $900 in Atlantic City, and I'm hemorrhaging
Nice.
money. But I'm fucking old money.
God damn,
Good.
I want it.
I like it.
God, I lost so much money.
No,
on
it's-
I
that.
lost my job. Did I tell you?
Oh, I just got a new one.
You
so
just got a
suck
new
it,
one.
loser.
I was technically I lost my job for 48 hours and then I got.
Oh, nice. Oh, that doesn't count.
What can you do? You know,
If you were riding it like 2 months like me, you didn't have a couple nervous breakdowns.
your nervous breakdowns are fun though.
Yeah,
you were having fun.
I've been having them on stage for some reason at High Note.
Oh yeah. It's tough
Hey,
to
hey,
watch.
Let me
bud.
open up my brain real quick,
What's that?
guys.
You're also money. I'm sorry. We
No,
moved
no,
off
it's
the
okay.
money
No, it's
thing
okay. I
far
had
too quick.
nothing
I
else for that.
appreciate the money that you're making and not making.
didn't say
No,
that.
you're not making any
No,
money.
no.
You're spending it like you have it. bud.
There it is. Now.
$2 in Atlantic
Oh
City.
my God. It was my girlfriend's birthday, so I was like, check this out. You ever seen somebody spend money like this? And she was like, yo, stop. And then I did it.
No, listen to
Colossal
this.
mistake.
This is what pissed me off. He was telling me about this earlier, and he's like, and I gave her like most of her gambling money was like I gave her that night, and I was like, oh shit, would she lose it all on like blackjack or roulette? He's like, slots the whole night.
What?
I
no.
can't.
Ooh, that infuriates me. How do you understand it? Play on the phone. You can
Where's
play
the
on the slots on
I
your
agree.
phone.
The whole reason you go and you gamble is excitement, and you might get a hard on as you're losing all of your money. Your
Yeah.
kid might not get to eat for a month, but you had that exciting moment at the table.
Yeah.
Everyone that's doing it with slots is just like, all right.
Nope. There's just me and a fat lady in a scooter that genuinely at one point I like thought I hit something and I went, she was like, the fuck is that? I was like, you're going to die probably soon, maybe.
She's like, you're in my world now, you fucking queer.
Take the Birkenstocks off.
Yeah. Oh, those are cute. I remember when I was gay.
Yeah.
This isn't the city.
I was like, I wish you would step on my balls, lady. I love you. I just need a mean lady to be mean to me. I don't want to be slot shaming.
Never want to slot shame.
Dude, I think it's not as bad as you guys are making it out to be. There's so many bright colors.
What, your comedy?
Oh, no, that thing
A
sucks.
lot of whites at your
Lot-
comedy. I
lot
know there's a
whites.
lot of
No,
But-
dude, I get
slots. Yeah,
big intrigued, and I don't really like gambling whatsoever. But it was just like she wanted to do it. I'm trying to be a nice guy, and it was a colossal mistake, and I am Done.
Are you guys
To
gamblers?
clarify.
You guys
Adam
playing
is
betting the
Adam,
ponies?
I basically, yeah. Adam's the go-to.
Do you
Big on
gamble
football.
You look like you gamble on
Everything.
everything, right?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
You think I would? Okay,
You're
don't.
like,
okay,
no,
mate.
I stopped betting WNBA 6 months ago. Don't.
Well,
put
it's
that
not a
on
real
my name.
sport, you know. So I bet real sports, like. So,
That's true.
So
Highlight.
highlight.
Keep
We
it.
shitting on highlight now. Tom
No,
Crowley
I
has said
love
it's gonna be a
highlight.
multi-billion-dollar industry soon. Okay.
Tom Crowley.
Take
Did he-
Tommy
did
C.
he
with
say
a-
that
yeah,
from his
grain of
house that he
salt,
lives
too.
in, or
Tommy
no?
C. Man, the dog.
Oh no, Grace! I'll have to deal with this later. All right.
I was hanging with Tom this weekend. We did a show together.
Yeah. It's fun,
I love
dude.
Tom, but he
Yeah.
told me that about a month ago,
did.
and I
He
was
did
like,
tell
"Hey,
you
Tom,
that.
no, it's not."
Highlight in the area will eventually. That's
He went.
Yeah,
went.
that's a guy that definitely spent too much time in Tampa.
Yeah, but here's where he starts going to me. He's like, you know where they play highlight out of, like the international or like the United States. I'm like Florida. He's like, yeah.
I think it's in
like
Jupiter, Florida, I believe. I know that. That's a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's in that area.
And he's like, so you don't think that like
That's so
people up
weird.
here would want to play highlight? I'm like, no, Tom, I
It looks
don't.
Cool. It's one of those things that I could watch hours of that sport and would still have no idea how you score. It's like cricket.
Sure.
I've
Yeah.
tried to watch cricket without looking up the rules,
Mm.
and I'm like, it's baseball, and then all of a sudden the ball's going the opposite
Comes away.
direction. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, it's nothing like baseball. Cool.
I played in Aruba, and it's dumb because there's really no rules. It's
I just
like
wanna
the
swing
ball
one
could
of
go
those
anywhere.
bats. Yeah, and the games can go on for like a month. right?
Days. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh my
how it
God.
works is like there's
Right?
no foul, so you just hit it, and if it goes behind you in the crowd, that's just you just keep running until they get the ball.
That's
like
unbelievable.
yeah,
I hate that.
Fine.
it's dumb as fuck. I know it's the worst game ever.
Like 5. Yeah, but here's the thing: if you check out some of the cricket players, they drink. They go pissed to these fucking games.
Oh, then
Yeah,
now I
just-
like it again.
It's all
the
Irish,
one-
English.
The one guy
Indian, South
apparently
African
drank
dudes.
80 something beers.
Well, the
It's
game,
an Australian
the game goes
guy.
for 4 weeks. I mean,
no.
eventually you're just
No. On the way,
oh, nice.
on the
yeah.
plane,
Oh, that's like
Oh,
Wade
to a
Boggs.
match.
That's the
Yeah,
Wade
yeah,
Boggs
yeah.
rumor too.
Yeah, the Wade
Oh,
Boggs
I know
rule.
that name.
Yeah.
Why does that name sound familiar?
Wade
He
Boggs,
was
famous
a
baseball player?
third baseman for the Yankees, for the
Okay.
Tigers,
Red
too, I
Sox.
think.
Red Sox.
Red Sox. Wait, he was in the Yankees.
I mean,
too, yeah.
If you don't get it right,
Rays.
we'll-
The Rays also. He
Yeah,
ended his
it was
career at the
career.
Rays.
But yeah, the It's Always Sunny did an episode about it.
Okay,
The
gotcha.
Boggs challenge. The rumor was that he drank like 30 beers on a cross country flight, and then went out and like went 3 for 4. That
night.
in the game, yeah. Dudes in the back in the day used to play so blitzed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jordan's flu game, he was for sure just hungover.
Oh yeah,
They-
he was-
he said it was food. Did you ever see The Last Dance? He said it was food poisoning from a
Yeah,
pizza.
of course. Yeah, because he can't be like, I had 9 whiskeys last night.
Yeah,
'cause I
he food
don't
poisoned
give a fuck
himself.
about the sport anymore. He's like,
He ate pizza before he went to bed. That's
ga-
what-
he
then he called
fucking-
it food poisoning.
he gambled so hard they killed his dad. He's like, I'm not
True.
worried
Yeah,
about
that's true.
basketball anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
dude. I'm gonna sit this one out.
That's
I do like how that's never gotten reopened, and it's because he's just like, no, we're good.
Well, no, they did get reopened when they made a 9-hour documentary that was just like, isn't Michael Jordan the fucking man? Look how cool he is.
I mean, the murder
Even
of
if
his
he
dad,
did-
and even
Oh,
in the
true, yeah.
documentary, it was literally a 30-second chunk
Right. Yeah.
of that 7-part documentary. Like, oh yeah, and his dad died on the side of a highway mysteriously, and they got 2 guys for it. But anyway,
Yeah, they found his car
look at him
underground, yeah.
shoot 3-pointers.
yeah.
Hey,
Like,
anyway,
yeah,
look at his yellow eyes.
It's like, sure,
now.
was his dad shot multiple times? No indication of robbery or anything? Sure.
Yeah.
Was it looked
Did
into
they
any more than
carve-
that?
Did they carve
no.
the words,
Yeah.
did this Michael into his chest? Maybe.
Well, they talked about like Jamal Crawford, who was like a rookie, I think, when Jordan was on the Wizards, and they were all gambling together. And he's probably like 19, and he just kind of walked into the room that they were at, and it was a couple NBA players, and then just like real seedy looking figures. And he said while they were there, they would talk about like betting if it doesn't get paid back. They were like making allusions to like you will be killed.
Right.
And he's like a 19-year-old kid, like, oh fuck, this is
Okay.
terrifying.
Yeah.
They said he would bet on everything.
Everything. Dude, that documentary was great when like he was like playing dice with the security guard before the game started.
This guy, yeah, the shrug guy. I love.
Yeah.
that guy.
He's just
Curly
like,
hair,
come on. He's
curly
like, fuck,
blonde.
all right, here's 100. And then like he goes out and plays. Like it's dude, it's fucking
Damn.
insane.
The French president's wife kind of looks like that guy now that I think about it.
Oh yeah,
does.
yeah. If she
She's
just
like,
got
I
a
taught
good
him
perm.
drama.
Oh, yo, are we talking about France? Listen. you
had
see
their
me light
fries?
up. I'm like, oh man, I know everything about France, everybody.
I do love that, like when they canceled, like when it was freedom fries and all that stuff, and then you find out that like none of that stuff was French to begin with.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's like the whole thing about how like Italians go nuts over pasta, and then you're like, oh yeah, didn't the Chinese invent it like a billion years before you?
Yeah.
You
Way
get mad about
sooner.
pizza too, and technically, if you look into it, like their pizza is totally different than like American
Yeah.
pizza.
Here's my
And
thing.
they're like, "It's not
Stop
pizza."
having
You're like, "It's not."
pride,
You're right.
people.
Yeah, it's just more of like Americans. Well, first of all, no American wants to just be American. I mean, I talk about it with these tattoos. No one likes it, but
Shit, where did
no
those
one,
come from?
no one
Also,
likes
guys,
it.
I would like to remind you, this is the part where I tell everybody, freedom isn't free, and I want you to all
Guys,
remember that.
understand that? Do you understand that? What we've done for this country?
I got these tattoos
patriots?
to tell you that.
Yeah, how do you
I
guys
went
not
through this
start-
so you could
how
be
do not
free.
Start this with the Pledge of Allegiance.
We
Those
typically do.
arms.
I just do this. I just do it over that.
Then you
And
find
Adam-
out that's a white supremacist.
Yeah, it's on, I would always. I know. Yeah, I did not know what I was getting into when I
Yeah, if you
got
ever
these.
have a heart attack and you get a pain in your arm, the America will just shut it down, save you right there, dude.
That would be good. I think James Moss did say the thing before. He was like, "Yo, you should go up and say if something terrible happened in the country today, it'd be funny if your tattoos like half-mast, like
With that
had
your
to come
forearm.
up and just that was
You have to
James
get a black
Moss.
armband
Funny
over
comment.
him.
Yeah. Hands over him. It's a sad day. Just calm
Yeah,
down.
when you're dead, they have to like fold it properly.
Oh,
and
that'd
give
be
it to, like,
amazing.
That sucks too.
cut
'Cause
around
you got
it.
those. You also got those way before you're not allowed to have the American flag on anything anymore.
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah. I should have been January. Like now, again, I did not realize what I was getting into in a largely Italian town to have.
Yeah, how is one of them not
Can
Italian?
you hand me that?
How'd you not get one Italian and one? I always love that. I had a lot of people I knew growing up that had like a. It would be like an eagle, and its wings were the right side were American flag, and the left was an Irish flag.
Comedian Steve Rinaldi, you're on air right now,
Oh.
buddy. Are you
Oh.
outside?
What's up, Stevie?
You're outside. Fun, awesome, bud. We're gonna wrap this up. Thank you. Everyone loves Steve Rinaldi, obviously as
the
well.
man.
I was
He's
just
doing
with
Yo
Steve
Dom
all
right After
weekend.
this, you're on Cult of Us, buddy. But I will be there in 2 seconds. I got some funny. Boys
Yo,
for you
if
right now.
real quick, Bob Levy's the man. If you guys never,
I did a show with
I'll be
Bob
right
in
up to-
Lancaster.
Hey Adam, like as
years
we wrap
ago.
up.
yeah, I am. Bob's awesome. But my point is, he was shitting on the guy. You guys know Comedy Works, right?
Yeah, yeah.
In Bristol, you know the guy Mike who runs it. He's a good guy. He's just like kind of a do, you know, like a. And Bob's also on stage being like, "Mike, run this room better." Just shitting on him, like on stage. Just like for half
That's
a
pretty
set,
funny
just
because
shitting
I
on
did a
Mike.
show with Bob in the basement of some pool hall in Lancaster to 7 people. And he was like, "Guys, this is what it's all about." I was like, all right.
Like, this is what it's about. Huh.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to go kill myself.
Let's leave it right there.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Sweet.
Damn it. I
You
really
say
hope
it,
I
you
don't.
say it, I'll say it, and then we'll all leave. No, we're all gonna go kill ourselves. No, check out their fucking podcast. Of course, Matt Peoples, John Montague. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for
Thanks,
having me.
dudes.
Give it up for the boys.
Yeah.
Adam Nutter, always a pleasure. I've been Neil Wood. Another day in the cult. We'll see you later.
Later.
By the renewing of your mind.
The recycling. It's a flesh body world.
Do it.
Human.
Do it.
Sir slimy reptilian.
This has been a Drop Tent Media production.